show is about to begin. Enjoy.
Michael O'Grady e i creativi.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Alan.
This is Alan.
Alan, it's me. Alan Rickman. Don't forget to tell the turtle joke at the party.
I didn't forget the turtle joke.
You didn't forget it?
No.
Okay, good.
The two turtles.
It's for two?
No, there's two turtles.
In the joke?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know this?
It's about one turtle, and then the other turtle.
Is it a turtle party?
Yeah. That's why it's a
Heroes in a
turtle
house shell.
for
Turtle
the party.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 77777 with my very special guest, the comeback, the sequel episode from episode 1. I thought I could keep him away. We thought we were done with him. I thought I heard everything there was to hear until no.
Not.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest for episode 7 of Michael O'Grady and the Creatives, Mr. NickDiiorio.
Hey.
We're already off to a... People are like, okay, I'm going to
Great
click off
stuff.
this episode.
Right. That's enough for me.
It's enough for me. Well,
Hey.
cheers, sir.
Bud, cheers.
Thank you for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I told you I wasn't going to drink, but I couldn't leave you hanging.
That's nice.
You know,
It's actually just pee.
this is what it is. Exactly. I just feel that's what gives it that bite and
Yeah,
that
it's
kick
good.
and everything. I feel like, oh, crap. I'm going to have to get that fixed. Oh, God.
Yeah, we could do it.
Who the fuck am I paying here?
Yeah. Tom.
You guys, man.
Fucking
Jeez.
assholes.
All right. Anyway, so let's get started with everything.
Let's do it.
Thank you for coming on again.
Of course.
You are now part of episode 007. You're like James Bond. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't bring any of my gadgets.
Oh, you didn't bring anything?
No.
Yeah.
No, I left them at the headquarters
Oh,
of Bond.
Bond headquarters.
Bond headquarters.
The bail bonds?
Yeah, we
That's
just
that's something different.
we
Bail bonds
decided-
is when you get arrested and you have to post for it.
It's the same
that's-
place. It's the
it's
same
the same-
building. Yeah, same building.
See, everybody's monetizing during this quarantine situation.
It's just easier.
It is, yeah. They're combining
Bond,
business.
James Bond,
Actually,
bail bonds.
a laundromat combined it with a McDonald's the other day. It was pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, you get the McFluffin.
McFluffin. You can wash your shit and eat at the same time.
Exactly.
That's
there
great.
you go. Yeah.
I like that.
No, what was I going to say? Yeah, episode 7. You had to come over a little bit earlier today
We did.
to help me. You had the footage. We did the first episode together, but
It was a first try, and
yeah.
we had to do some things, and we also were going live on Instagram, so
Yeah.
it was a bit of a handful.
It was a little chaotic. And well, the other thing too is
Cluster buck.
that what
That's a
we
good word.
didn't, yes, and what we didn't consider into a factor was that we were like, oh, let's record in 4K because then it'll look really good. Little did I
Don't
know
do that.
we did a 3-hour episode
Don't do that.
and 4K means 70 gigabytes and your computer goes,
Mm-mm.
I don't want it.
My computer would not have it. Neither
No.
would my phone.
Yeah.
So
You tried everything.
took us a month to
Ooh.
to get on here. But yeah, I'd recommend doing 4K on nothing.
Short videos.
Very short, maybe
Yeah.
like 10 seconds
Yeah.
to 30.
Well, and the other thing about it too was that like it was one of those things that I don't think like we really even like thought about.
I did not.
'Cause
That was my first time doing 4K.
Yeah.
Was that.
Well, and this was my first time doing this.
I looked it up. I was like, oh, why don't I put it on 4K?
right.
If you want to have a good, have an 8+ S
Yeah.
thing, whatever.
So at least the good news about that episode is that I'm gonna have to break it up into pieces,
Yeah.
and it'll look really good. Hopefully,
Really
yeah. The
good.
quality, everything will be like
For the first episode, it's going to look great.
Yes, it's gonna be. You know what made me think of was you ever see the first episode? It's either the first episode or the first season of The Walking Dead. Who's the guy who was involved with Shawshank Redemption? Whatever that guy's name is, I can't think. He was like the executive producer. So if you watch like the first season, it's this huge, big budget. They're in
Right.
the city. There's explosions.
Right.
There's a tank. And then by like season 2, they're like, all right, you're on your own.
You guys did great.
And the budget went way
down.
Yeah,
That's why
exactly. That's what I was like,
They had to
watch.
be in a forest most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's cheap and it's easy.
Right.
Yeah, that
That's
was
funny.
the
I
thing.
didn't know
That's
that.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about with this. I was like, watch, our first episode's gonna like, they're gonna be like, what happened to the quality? It just went to shit.
I fell off on like season 5.
Dude,
I tried.
what's season 5? I forget.
I don't know.
I
They
got-
were battling the dude with the bat.
oh, Negan.
Yeah, and that was the whole thing, and then that season ended, and then I
Gave up.
yeah
I
tried.
started getting really frustrated when
when
I
that
hate this. I
that
can't
happened.
do this. Jesus. It's the one thing you don't think about. Hopefully, that's the only thing that goes wrong with this episode. So
Yeah.
we'll cross our
That's
fingers.
it. That's
No,
not
you
even
know what I
wrong.
started getting really annoyed with that was
Hmm.
when they started giving like 1 or 2 characters like their own episode, and I immediately started feeling I was like, you're just milking this now.
They're milking it.
You're
It's
driving
a
us.
throwaway episode.
Yes.
It feels like Lost.
Yeah. It's that same kind of a fucking thing. I
Just
hated
like
it.
what's happening?
I was like, okay, I'll get through this episode with the old guy and the young girl. Okay,
Right.
I'll get through this episode
I
with
mean,
the
if anyone really watches this and they're like, oh my god, there's this. We love Walking Dead. I'd like to know why.
at
and-
this point. Is it still
and
on?
It's still on.
What?
It's still on.
Like the original?
It's still on. It's on like season 9. And I
Jeez.
love the idea of it, but like how long could you go?
They've milked it for
Just
all they
zombie,
can.
and then they did the Fear the Walking Dead, which was like another.
That was in L.A., right?
It was L.A. and something
Did
else.
that do
and
good
I
or no?
I don't think so. I watched some of it, and I was like, okay, there's zombies, and it's just different people.
Right. Same idea. We gotta go. What do you mean? And then there's one guy who's like, I don't agree with your plan.
Right.
And then there's a rift, and you're like,
And
I
then
kind
the
of.
army comes in and then kills everyone.
It was, dude,
great.
for me, I when it got to that point, it might have been around the same season. I was in that same boat where I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
Like, really? The same thing over?
I think
over?
it's on Netflix, but
It is on Netflix,
I
yeah.
just
Well, and then when that Negan guy showed up, and there's that big monumental episode with him taking over.
right, and he
and-
kills like a couple
right,
people.
like
Spoiler.
spoiler alert, if you haven't, it was a big deal when they killed off Steve Zen's character. Steve Yen.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I saw that, and then they went right back into their same bullshit.
Right.
That I was like, all right,
Milking it again.
yeah, I was like, I get it. Like, let's knock it off. You know what? You know what? Another show that did that for me, that drove me crazy. That I was like, I can't believe you're doing this. And I liked it at first. Was Sons of Anarchy.
You know what? I watched all of it, and I went through. I tried to stick with it, and
I watched all of it.
I don't even remember what happened, to be honest.
What
'cause
I
it's been
felt like
so
what
long.
shows get into is this merry-go-round of like, let me guess.
The same shit.
Yeah, same shit.
Yeah.
They're like, at the end of the episode, they're like, oh, we're good. We did it. High-fiving all around.
And
They're
they're
like,
right the last like 2 seconds.
it's
It's like
Jax, we got another problem.
Right.
He's like, what?
and then someone's dead.
Yeah, and you're like, oh.
It's not the Mayans. It's the Indians.
Yeah, and it's the Incas, and then it's the this, and it's like, wait,
I mean Indians, like people from India.
oh,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be like the
No.
Indians from Native Americans. Why would they go that route?
I don't know.
They went.
They're really good at tech. They're good at.
They're gonna fix their motorcycles.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, you have a problem with our
Yeah.
biker club.
Yeah.
Can you please stay on hold for another 15 minutes before we can get someone else over here?
They created a problem for the anarchists, the sons of the anarchists, and then all of a sudden it was just like,
Aren't they doing? They're doing a new show about the Mayans.
They are.
Mm.
This is gonna drive me crazy. I wish I could just move on my chair.
There should just be a minute in this where
Of
you
this.
just don't do the
If I
video
just-
and just show someone having sex very slow.
This is how I have sex.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, don't move.
We're getting there.
Hold on.
Yep. Just
Okay.
just keep going.
Just-
Stay with me.
I'm not gonna go faster.
Stay with me.
We're pacing ourselves. There's no rush. We're in a pandemic.
Yeah.
Where do you gotta go?
You're not going anywhere.
I'm just gonna keep
Slowly.
It's like waves
Nice and
on
slow.
the beach. It's low tide.
I am the
Anyway,
ocean.
I I am the ocean. You are the boat. We are approaching shore. Relax. It'll be okay.
I'll get you there. I'll get you there.
But I will ask for your permission first because
That's right.
I don't
And maybe
want to get in trouble.
Some chum
Yeah, some chum
for the fish.
is chum.
Because people watching.
Is it code? Is that code?
I mean, it's just people watching. You want to
Oh.
give,
Oh,
you know,
I'm thinking chum is also
something
it's the
sex.
It's
oh,
yeah.
gross.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up there. Good night,
I'm gonna
everybody.
leave
I
now.
crossed the line. Sorry about that. This is how this kind of
That was
goes
hot.
and everything. Yeah. Did you just create a ring on my?
No.
Okay. You're like that was there. Anyway, we're gonna get to the point of all this. For the many millions and millions of viewers
Lots of
watching
people
this,
are really watching this.
they're
because
going like, oh, wow, these guys, they really know how to have a conversation.
Diorio and O'Grady in the same
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, again, part deux.
Duh.
Anyway, how
Yeah.
are you? What's going on?
I'm good, man. You know, like for all of us, it's been tough. You should just use that out of every like serious moment. Just kidding.
Say something like, and then the doctor said it was
And
terminal."
then the doctor said it was tuberculosis.
All right, anyway,
At
all
least
right.
we're having fun.
I know, yeah. All right, how are you? What's going on? What have
Yeah,
you been up to?
I'm
I
good,
haven't
I'm
seen
good.
you in a month. We're
It's been
still
a
in
month.
lockdown.
We've been talking. You've been texting me, and I haven't been responding.
I know, I was a little mad.
I went through a good depression. Quick, you know. Yeah, you know, everyone's going through it. It's
Yeah.
just one of those days. And it's like I could do a bass video, and I could do all these things, and I could text O'Grady back. Fuck that. I'm just gonna sit at home and play Call of Duty and just hate my life.
I picture you with a controller, and like you get the text from me, and it's just like bing, and you're like, "Fuck that!"
Fuck
like,
that.
no, I'm not going into it. No. But no, because I was just going like I was trying to figure out like I was like, dude, I want to get your episode done because I felt bad.
We tried, and
'Cause
and
I
then
felt
tried
bad
to do it
'cause
on
it
my
has-
computer, and I was
yeah.
like, I should just
No,
come
I was
over
just
and
I was in this like work mode.
yeah. You have been doing really well,
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just
and that too.
Uh,
that's a little
there you go.
congrats
That's
for
a
you.
good one. Thank
Yeah,
you. Good belch and everything right into the microphone. I love it. Yeah.
Whoever's gonna have this next is gonna
Yeah.
smell that.
It's okay. I wipe everything down afterwards so that people don't feel like, you know, they're going to get germs or whatever, or they're disgusted or whatever.
I mean,
can
I'm
you
gonna put,
smell anything
I'm gonna
on
put
that?
my mouth on the whole thing.
Yeah, you're like,
at some point, so.
yeah.
Thank you for that.
Can you smell and feel the Lysol on it? No? it's
Um,
probably dissipated by
it
now.
just smells like microphone.
Microphone?
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But not like amp rehearsal spaces. Actually, do
Ooh.
you want to know something crazy?
Yes, I do.
When I sell stuff I sell my body
on the internet.
on the internet.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm selling, you know,
What else would you
some
sell?
instruments and shit that I don't use. on,
Right.
Like Let Go and
Yeah.
Offer Up and whatever. So I usually have people meet
Reverb.
me. Yeah. I usually have people meet me at Amp because in the past they've let me like use a room and like kind of, you know, play.
Oh, that's a
basses or
smart
whatever.
idea.
Totally. All the time. I don't want people coming to my house, especially with my girlfriend there and my cats.
Right. That's a really smart idea for music equipment. That's
It
actually really a
just-
smart idea. Yeah, go to if the rehearsal space was like,
And
"Hey,
usually
can I
they're
use a
pretty
room
cool.
for like so
Like,
so they can demo your shit for a second?"
5 minutes, and a lot of the time they're
Oh,
like, you know,
nice.
not even using the room, or someone's coming in at, you know, whatever at some time. You have like 5 minutes, literally go in there, plug
Quick.
it in, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's safe, smart, especially right now. So I went over there, sold one of my basses to this guy, and
This was recent?
this is like a couple weeks ago.
Oh no shit. Okay.
I sold the bass. It's great.
What bass did you sell?
Yeah,
Can
just
you
one-
say?
yeah, it was another Schecter.
You got like 8 of them though.
Yeah, I got, and you know, I wasn't using it a lot. I was just sitting at John's studio,
Collecting dust.
Yeah, I mean, he was using it here and there, but it's like I might as well just sell it because I'm not going to use it.
Yeah.
Especially right now. So I sold it to this guy who's great, and went to Amp just because they're closed.
Yeah.
Like everything else is. And right outside, I just showed him the bass. He loved it. I was like, cool. But I parked there, and they have completely redone Amp. It's redone.
Oh, you haven't been there in a while.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
redone.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that. It looks great.
It looks awesome now.
It looks like a real...
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
go.
I want to go to Amp now.
Not
yeah.
to their stupid red carpet and their fucking...
So, wait.
pardon me.
Well, they were... So, wait, you were able to go inside?
No.
Oh, but you just saw it from the outside.
Just from the outside, so it's like all
Oh,
white
yeah.
and blue and like...
Yeah, they have like a...
They have like a thing on the wall. They're like, hey, come on in.
You know what's
Cool.
one of the things about that is there was a coffee shop. I think it was called Joe's.
Yeah, right next
Okay.
there.
That's, I think, now Joe's, or the people involved with Joe's, are the coffee shop that is inside Amp now. Because Joe's burned to the ground. They had a
Wow.
fire. Yeah.
They burned too many coffee grounds.
Yes, exactly. I don't know what happened.
I thought it was a great little shop.
Exactly.
They were awesome.
So that's gone now, as far as I know.
So now they're...
And now they're inside Amp, and now Amp is like, coffee and rehearsal spaces and everything. Yeah.
That's works.
Yeah,
Actually, it works
it's
perfect.
Yeah, it's fine. The rooms still look exactly the same though on the
Oh.
inside. Those are still,
Damn
what are you
it.
gonna do about that?
I was hoping that it would be like completely redone.
No.
Bummer.
As far as I know, as far as the one room
That's
I
a
was,
waste of money. I feel
yeah.
like.
Well, yeah, they redid.
Let's redo everything and not do the rooms.
Yeah.
And not do the equipment.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna be like, oh, this looks nice. Let's go in, and it's still the same.
Can you imagine how hard it is though to like keep up with like equipment in a rehearsal space? To buy like nice equipment and have everything run smoothly when people are coming in and like fucking it up.
It's just one of those places. Like, it's not a lot of money. That's why it's cheap.
Yeah.
You go to like Center Staging or something like that. Even Mates or whatever. It's a little bit nicer because you're paying a little bit more for the rehearsal space.
You do get what you pay for.
And you got all these guys that are helping you. Big, full, plus size rooms.
Right.
So I don't know.
So you were there. You're selling the bass to the guy. And
I didn't know that you had been in there.
Oh
before.
yeah.
I thought it was a new thing.
No.
Just kidding.
It was new, like
I
as a
hadn't seen
couple of like months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
I just saw it like randomly. I had a rehearsal with an artist named Keelan Ellis, and I went in and I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Wow, this place is nice now." I mean,
And then you walk in the rehearsal room and you're like, oh fuck.
oh, never mind. It's still the same thing.
I'm hoping by the time they open, they at least just they don't even have to make the equipment better. Maybe just a little bit, but at least like the rooms are just so
There. You know what? I think
especially downstairs. You're like,
it's a dungeon.
it's scary.
It's scary.
You try and fit 5 people in those.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I think that's why Mates. I think that's why Mates and am I thinking of Mates? Yeah.
Center Staging is over by
The airport.
Those are the nice ones. Center Staging and Third Encore. Those
You
are
got
like the good
Mates,
ones.
and then you got what was the one here in Hollywood that moved to like Glendale?
I don't know.
Swing House.
Oh yeah.
So
Swing
I
House
think
was cool though.
yeah, no, it was. I think that's what it is basically because it's like equipment is equipment, and especially for like me as a guitar player or anybody who's like a drummer,
Right.
you just bring your
You bring your
equipment
shit.
anyway. You bring your whole thing anyway. So I think it's more the decor
Right.
of like what it looks like. Yeah, if Amp just like started tackling a room by room if they could, you know what I mean, to make it like look a little bit better.
Well, I feel like they could still spend some money on equipment because really, you want some good drums. And it's if you can have the same good drums in each room and just change the
See, that's the thing
heads.
though. I think they got all new drums and stuff.
Okay. And what about amps, bass amps? I mean, the guitar
that
amps
I
are
don't know.
like all the bass amps. I'm not gonna lie, in there are just fucking blown. You get stupid fucking people. Like,
I think all those got replaced. I think with this whole remodel, because you weren't in there,
No.
you were just on the outside.
that's what I was hoping that everything would
think
have been
if
replaced.
I'm correct on this, I think that might have been one of the first things they did was
Cool.
replace the equipment, and then they remodeled the the little lobby area
Yeah.
and all that stuff to
That's
kind of
alright.
like make it.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
how it should be.
yeah. I feel like you got.
Yeah, fuck yeah, amp. Good job, guys.
You're like I came on this podcast.
I
To
really
talk
just want
about-
to talk about.
I want to talk about Amp and how mad I am at Amp rehearsal space. Yeah.
Anyways,
But you know what's weird though?
What's
I feel like if I'm not gonna say the prices, but in my opinion, I think if I'm right on this, you could probably help me out with this, is that amp and like something like, let's say, Mates, which is a lot nicer, is like only like $10 difference.
yeah, I think amps
Or like $5
it's
difference.
not, like amps like like even for the rooms upstairs, I think it's like maybe $16 to $20 an hour.
Right. And if you go to like Mates, it's like 25, 30, and
Yeah.
you're like, why don't you spend the extra couple scratch
Yeah.
to do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's
But-
a bunch of places.
Yeah. Well, and also I think it's almost like amp is for everybody. And when you go to like Mates or you go to Center Staging, it's kind of like they're there to help you out.
It's the same with like SAR.
Right.
They're like they're
If you're
they're-
in there, you're like they're there. Like, hey, I'll help you. I'll help you set up sound.
you have
and all that.
money if
Right.
you're in there.
Right.
Someone
exactly.
has money.
So they're
Not me.
Yeah. You know what? I actually have a funny story about SIR. It's one of my favorites. Is that I thought about? I was just this is a couple years ago, and this is a good time to talk about it.
Hey.
now. I think I wanted to bring this up to you on the first episode, but I forgot
We didn't
because you
talk
and I have rehearsed there a lot.
Yes.
I remember. Oh, I can't believe this chair.
Well, I mean, last time we talked about that was the North and Nine auditions. That was the last time we talked.
Yes. North
Here.
and Nine auditions.
Yeah.
I auditioned for North and Nine at SIR, and then we started rehearsing there a whole bunch. I've been in like all the rooms to rehearse. I've done it for like a bunch of other different projects, blah, blah, blah. You came in an audition for North and Nine at SIR in the Burgundy room.
Burgundy.
As a Burgundy room. But I remember one time after North and Nine, I was in SIR, and the guy there goes, you start to get to know the staff or whatever like that. And I hadn't been there in a while. And he's like, hey, good to see you, man. How you been? Like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, not too bad. Just going in here. I'm going to go rehearse, go do this thing. He goes, I was like, how's everything going? And he's just like, dude, you guys just missed Hollywood Vampires. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
what? And he was just like, I think we were in the same room.
Was that this last?
No, this was like 2016, 17 maybe. This was a while ago.
I don't know if you remember, but from the last time we talked, the vampires, I told you when we were doing our rehearsals for Jordan McGraw and the Joe Bros.
The Joe Bros.
We were Joe Bros.
Joe Bros.
Joe Bros.
To clarify,
The Jonas Brothers.
we'll clarify. You played with Jordan McGraw on a tour, and Jordan McGraw was the artist.
We were
and we're the
opening.
opening for the Jonas Brothers.
That's right. I just
That's
licked this.
right, yeah.
And BB Rexa was
a supporting act,
support
right? Yeah.
for Joe Bros. Anyways,
We should talk about that today.
we could do
Let's
that.
get into that.
Oh,
yeah.
I love those guys.
Anyway, but what were you?
yeah, the vampires use that main room, the big room.
Mm-hmm. The showcase room?
I think it's a showcase room. Like, say you're walking in through like the loading doors, or even
Loading doors off of Wilcox?
yeah,
You walk in
in
through there?
boom. To the right is Burgundy room, right?
Right.
If not, you just keep going straight.
Yep.
Past the reception area, keep
Yep.
going, and it's that room to the right.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. That's the
That's-
showcase room.
That's
I
the
think,
one
Yeah.
they
The
use
big
all the
one.
time.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I had not known that, but that's one of the
Yeah.
days that we had been rehearsing there. We were like saying hi to BB's band because they were rehearsing in the room opposite from that, one of the smaller ones. And then Johnny Depp like walked in, and I was like, "Oh, hey, dude, hey, Johnny, what's up?" He's like, "Hey."
Oh yeah, I do remember
Yeah.
this from the first episode.
And
I
'cause-
forgot.
Because Danny Hector was, like spotted all the equipment. He's like, "Dude,
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah.
Hollywood Vampires are here. I think Johnny Depp's here."
Yeah.
And I said, "You know what?
Yeah.
I just met him."
That's right. I forgot
Yeah.
we talked about that on the first episode.
But yeah, apparently they've been rehearsing there for a long time.
One of the times I was there, we just missed him. And he goes, man, he was like, it was fucking nuts because one of our, what was it, them? I'm trying to remember. Oh, because I think what it was that he was like, yeah, every time they come in, they all smoke their cigarettes or their
Right.
little cigars or whatever
In the room?
in the room.
Oh my God.
And I remember, I think he said, ooh, what's that? Don't touch it.
Oh, touch it.
Don't touch it. Touch it up here. That's what she said?
Don't touch me.
I don't know. Anyway, no. So he goes like, he tells me this story, and he goes like, I think like one of their like, whatever you call them, like their little PAs, their little, the guys, the runners, the people who are getting equipment and doing all this stuff. And he like comes back up to the front desk and he goes, there's smoking in there. And he goes like,
Yeah, well, they're paying.
and he
probably a
goes,
lot of
yeah,
money.
he goes,
It's
yeah,
fine.
what are you gonna do and everything like that. And I think at some point he goes like, are you gonna go in there and tell Johnny Depp and Joe Perry to put out their cigarettes? And
Hey,
he goes,
fuckers, put out your goddamn cigarettes.
and he goes, no, and he goes, neither am I.
Right.
And he goes, there was another time he said that he's like years ago. I think either he heard the story or he was telling me that he witnessed it. It was like Bob Dylan came in.
What?
And
What?
he goes, and like SIR is like, just to clarify for everybody, SIR is a, what does it stand for? Studio Instrument Rentals.
Yep.
And it's a rehearsal space here in Los Angeles where everybody goes to like rehearse, you get your show together.
They have them all across the U.S.
Right. Yeah. I've
Every
rehearsed
big city.
at SIR in New York City and stuff like that. And when you go into the one in LA, they have like they just have a shitload of pictures all over the wall.
So many guitars,
basses.
Oh my God.
There's just so much stuff
Why
to
are they
look
in
at.
there?
Yeah, there's just so
why
much
aren't they
stuff.
why aren't they playing? Why?
Yeah.
Like, give me the.
Those are all like, I think they're all like,
They're fucking.
no, you know what it is?
amazing.
I think if I'm right on this, because SIR deals with all the like Gibson, Fender,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. And if anybody's like, has like an iconic instrument that they rented for a TV
Right.
performance, they'll like
They'll
have it
use that.
framed it up or whatever. And he goes like, he just like, they walked in one day and Bob Dylan's in there and he's like looking at all the stuff, just like standing there. And he goes like, he's just standing there looking at the wall.
Where's my
And he's
guitar?
like, and he's smoking it, and he's smoking a cigarette
yeah.
in the main area.
You
And
don't-
this isn't like
you
in
don't tell 'em.
1970, 80, 90, when people can smoke anywhere. This was like a couple of years ago when you can't smoke anywhere. And he's just like, we walked in, we're like, oh, that's Bob Dylan. And he's smoking. Is anybody going to say anything to him? And you're
Nope.
like, no. And he's just standing there going,
Hey, Bob Dylan.
you're just smoking. Yeah. It's like,
It's a nice guitar.
like, would you tell Bob Dylan to put out his cigarette? Would you have the balls to do that if it was company policy? I mean, you can tell.
No.
I don't think I would.
No,
I think it's Bob
I
Dylan.
don't
Let
know.
him smoke his one cigarette.
Yeah. I'd actually just want to talk to Bob Dylan about what he thinks. Bob, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
Actually, I want to
Would you go up to him?
the coffee. Let's just
Talk
switch
about the
gears.
coffee?
Coffee at SIR. What the fuck is in that?
I don't know.
Because it's like crack.
Yeah.
It's like you're drinking
It's good coffee.
pure cocaine.
We need to ask him about that.
It's like
Hold on.
I'll have one cup and I'll feel like I'm
Off the walls?
flying off the moon.
Yeah. What's the place right next to SIR? Intelligence? No. No.
Coffee place.
It's
around
a coffee.
the corner.
Yep, right there.
Do they get their coffee around that?
I
No.
don't know what it is. All I know is, yeah, you see through
Really?
balls. It's ridiculous. Wait, what? What did you ask?
Anyways,
Anyway, wait. No, I missed it.
no. Yeah, no. I was just
Wait, you mean like their
I mean,
coffee?
their coffee.
Their
SIR's
SIR's.
coffee.
No, it's good, but there's a place next door that's also good, but it's like super intense. It's super strong.
It's not.
I think
even-
they just
it's
make it strong.
It's just very strong.
Yeah, it
because like I remember, going in there with like Danny Hector and the boys from Jordan McGraw, and we'd have like one cup, and we'd all be fucking flying off
Yeah.
the walls, like
It's a
one
little nuts.
of their coffee, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is in this?
Yeah.
I have one, and I'm like, I need to pee every fucking 6 seconds, and I'm on, that for about 4 hours.
It's. I think because they just make it super strong, and
But it tastes good.
tastes really good, and it's really hot. It's really hot, and I think that might have something to do with it.
The hotter it is, the
The more the caffeine
sexier
moves,
it makes.
the molecules move. I know things about science and stuff.
You got it. You're
So,
science man. Okay.
yeah,
Anyways, hey.
You rehearsed at SIR to prepare for last year. You were on tour
Yes.
with Mr.
Which we spoke about in the last episode.
We didn't speak a lot about it, though.
No, yeah,
We didn't get to go into the whole Jordan McGraw experience, which can we say
Yeah,
who
we
he
could talk.
is?
Jordan. Jordan McGraw is his own guy. He's
Right.
the man.
Yeah.
Great dude. Loves tequila.
there's a red dot on your forehead right now. Someone's gonna snipe you and kill you. They know we're talking.
Mention Dr. Phil,
Yes.
will kill you.
Yeah.
No, he is.
Well, you just did.
He is He is the son
Are you
of
not
Dr.
allowed?
Phil, which no, he
doesn't want to be
He's a
blah
type-
blah blah son.
right.
He doesn't want to be. Yeah,
He's
he doesn't wanna-
always kind of, and he has, this was his first project on his
Do you
own.
want to start that over?
Which one?
No, just because I said all that shit. And
No.
like, does it
I like
matter?
it. I mean,
Can we keep it in?
yeah, whatever.
Or I can set it up again.
I doubt I'll watch it.
It's
He
up to
doesn't
you.
fucking care, no.
It's up to you. I
No,
can
no.
start it over.
No.
So, Nick, make it like a real TV show. We're going back. Anyway, sorry.
No,
all right.
yeah.
All right. So anyway,
no. So Jordan.
go from the beginning.
Jordan
I'm
McGraw.
gonna try to get
he
situated.
Is Dr. Phil's son, but he doesn't like to be that guy
No, of course not. Who
because
would?
he's had
He's his own
a
thing.
couple other bands before he started his own project. which
Stereogram.
I just can't.
Is that the name of it?
It was Stars in Stereo.
I was not
and
close
before
at
that,
all.
it was something else, and I can't recall
Oops.
the name right now. But they both did fairly well, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Stars in Stereo, he was singing a lot more. But the band before that, I can't recall.
You know what's gonna crack me up? Sorry, if this is not coming through, like we can hear it, but if it's not coming through,
And people are gonna be like, "What the
what
fuck
are
are you
they
guys talking
talking
about?"
about? Yeah.
I
anyway.
can hear it
Oh, you can. Oh, okay.
barely.
Okay. All right. So, anyway, I
Yeah.
don't mean to interrupt.
No.
I have a bad habit. Go ahead.
Which one? Okay, so
I don't want to talk about that now.
is this weed gummies?
Yeah. Well, it's not weed. It's CBD.
Oh, really?
It's yeah.
Can I have one?
There's nothing. I think that's an empty one. Open it.
I can't.
Give me. You need to be a man.
Oh, it's wet.
That's what
Why
she
is it
said.
wet? Oh, probably because.
Oh
of-
yeah, it's empty. But I have one that has stuff. Why is it wet? Hold on.
There's one. I don't know.
There's like a
a
little.
thing?
There's a leftover.
There's a.
There's a leftover of it. There's like, you want a
thing.
little bit of this?
I love CBD actually.
Hold on. Do you want one right now?
Yeah, I'll take
All
one.
right, hold
I'm
on,
a big
one
CBD connoisseur.
Hold on.
I do smoke weed too. Not too much, but O'Grady's going to grab it. But yeah, I like. You can hear this. Yeah, I smoke weed a little bit, not too much. Me and Natalie smoke like a hybrid
Now-
indica
Hold on.
because we like to. Oh, look at this.
There is a half one in here because I'll tell you this though. Here's the deal.
Yeah, I know. The
It's-
CBD makes it. What is it?
It makes you tired.
Is it 20 milligrams per?
What does it say?
It says 20 milligrams THC. Is it? I'm assuming it's per gummy.
Per gummy. The thing is,
Cool.
it's all in chunks.
Great.
Hold on. But the thing for me is though is that I have to
Sorry.
I have to cut it in half.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good?
No.
You have a good tolerance? You're not
Yeah.
going to fall asleep
I
on
got
this?
a big dollar.
Okay. I don't.
Um.
I have to cut them in half. And
So me and Natalie, we've
I-
done the gummies with THC and
CBD.
CBD.
Right.
Wait.
This is strictly it's a I think it's a 8
Oh, that's
to
20
1.
milligrams THC.
It's
Oh.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be fucking ripped.
No.
Wait.
No. Hold on. Wait.
Is it the whole box?
No.
Of 20 milligrams. Because if one of those gummies is 20 milligrams, this is gonna go very different.
No, I think it's the whole box. I think you're good.
If there's 20 pieces in there, then I have about 1 milligram. Okay, that's fine.
It's a
Okay. Okay. Because. Okay. I just took one without even fucking caring about it. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And then I saw 20 milligrams of THC. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm going to be way too high. I might have to sleep with Olaf over there in about 20 minutes. Okay. The chair is even laughing right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait. Give it back. Hold
Show
on,
it to
I
the
can't
camera.
breathe. Oh, I can't breathe because
That's
I
funny.
thought, like, wouldn't it be great if it was just like,
I mean, it tastes like CBD, so
if it
it's
was
fine.
like countdown before this
Right.
kicks in?
40
Oh my
minutes.
God, I can't
Let's see how that's happening.
Hold on, I can't breathe. I'm gonna have to throw up. Hold on 1 second. That was too funny. No. It's like a 9-to-1 ratio
of CBD.
It's 1 milligram per serving
Right.
of THC.
Okay, that's nothing.
9 milligrams of CBD
Great.
per serving.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't know why that. See, this is why
it says on the fucking thing 20 milligrams. I'm
Where
like,
does it
oh
say?
shit.
Yeah.
It says, but I'm assuming
No.
there's probably 20 gummies.
Oh, that would have been so funny.
That would have been really
if
funny.
you're like, this podcast is
I actually
going
would have loved
off
that.
the
Really loved
rails
that.
very quickly. No.
Let's do that next for my third time.
For the third
Third
time.
time's a charm.
Like, see how well
Just
you
put that with a
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
me and Ellie we do gummies from our little thing. It's like it's about 5 milligrams THC.
Okay.
With 5 milligrams CBD. So basically, like, no one really knows.
Wait, it's 5 and 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
serving.
Yeah.
Right.
So if per gummy, we split them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too much. Like I have a pretty like liberal tolerance
Yeah,
of
I'd say you're pretty good at
weed,
it.
but I
First,
don't smoke a lot.
Right.
I don't anymore. Because I get like the crazy heartbeat. If I smoke sativa and I smoke, my heart feels like it's gonna. Especially if you do cocaine and
You
smoke
don't
weed.
wanna do that.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. It always seems like a good
It's
idea
not
at
a
the
good idea.
time. You're like, and then all of a sudden, yeah.
I feel like your heart's gonna fucking melt out of your chest. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I still don't. I don't even smoke sativa because it just makes me so fucking paranoid, and I
Oh,
feel like I'm
really?
gonna fucking die.
And the sativa is the upper anyway.
That's right.
Right?
So
Okay.
a hybrid, it's kind of like a mix between both, and then you have your indica, which is like
Into couch.
in the couch.
You're-
So I do, like from past experiences, with my ex
XXX.
girlfriend Ellie.
XX.
She smoked a lot of weed.
Hi, Ellie.
She loves it, and
Yeah.
yeah. I actually stopped because I smoked so much. I stopped for like a year.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
did. I forgot about that. Yeah. That's
Uh.
good, though. That's good, though. That's
Yeah.
good to take everything in moderation or, like, have a... That's
Yeah.
why I was actually, honestly, I was thinking about that with booze to maybe take a big break from it. Because every now and then you need to take that break. But, yeah, so if you still have the gummies or whatever...
Me and Natalie take a lot of breaks with booze and
Gummies or
like
whatever.
weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like we just started smoking flower again. Weed.
The hell is that? Oh, the actual... Oh, you mean...
Called
okay.
flower.
Got it. Are you,
I'm too
okay?
excited.
You gonna
right
make
now.
it?
I want to say so many things. I'm excited.
You're like, wait. Oh, wait, what? What's so exciting?
No,
Maybe you do have a low tolerance.
I don't know.
Maybe you're
I
already
don't know.
fucked.
I might be high already.
I look like a pink elephant with lizard teeth and like a tongue.
Yeah,
like,
it's beautiful hair.
Yeah.
It's like waving
How,
in the wind.
am I doing okay with
Yeah, you
it
look
right
great.
now? I do need a haircut. This Corona shit. It's really like.
I
Did you think this was an accident?
need a haircut.
Yeah.
Let's talk about haircuts.
Let's talk about haircuts. I
If
think it's looking
anyone's
good.
watching this,
I think it's looking good.
man.
Or does it not? Do what do you?
I mean, it smells
is-
good. It's just.
is it too much?
See this whole ish.
What's wrong with it?
See that? It's just.
You fucking girl. Like what?
Yeah. I just
No,
want
you're
to-
fine. It looks like hair.
I
It's
think-
fine.
Fuck my hair. Fuck
It's
hair.
fine.
Anyways.
I know. We're all our own worst critics on that.
Yeah.
Dude, you mean you should see me when it's
No,
like
I just
either
look
morning.
so good. Fucking.
Oh,
right
thank
now.
you. But right now it's like so thick.
Right.
I have to like comb it out and keep combing it out, and I'm like, I need a haircut because like it's weird. Like I have like weird. I don't want to say thick hair because I know people who have thick hair. But mine
it
is-
looks pretty thick. Like
It's-
I'm Italian. Very, very
Right,
thick hair.
yeah.
It just thickens. It doesn't get long. It just gets really thick.
That's
so when I
where
go to
I'm at right now.
haircut people,
Yeah.
usually Floyd's, which are great. It's $26, $30 for a
Like
fucking
how you're
cut.
like selling this like a promotion. Like
It is.
I'm here to
it's
talk
great.
about Floyd's.
And they give
This
you
episode of the podcast is brought to you by Floyd's.
Right. They give you
With
a
Nick
nice
Diiorio.
little massage at the end. And
That's
with
at
like,
Floyd's.
Yeah, they do the
Oh.
fucking. It's great.
I
It's
can't go to
actually
Floyd's.
Really good.
though. They
No,
don't. They don't cut long hair. Not for guys.
Really?
They don't cut long hair at Floyd's. No.
Are they scared?
Well, hold on.
I mean, your hair is
I'll
very
explain this.
intimidating. I'm not
I'll
gonna lie.
explain this. Thank you. I did it one time, and I won't do it again. They don't
Yeah.
know. They don't know how to cut
Right.
long
They
hair.
just
is what
know
I
how
should
to
say.
cut
Hair.
hair.
Yeah.
Like
short hair and
short
long hair is
hair.
like two different things.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I usually
A
go there.
dressing room lady or a dressing room lady, hairdresser lady. Jesus, I can't talk. hairdresser lady on the Strokes video cut this hair.
Right.
That's this last haircut.
That's why it looks.
She gave me the Super
so
70s
Strokesies.
haircut. Yeah, so Strokesies. Very Strokesies.
I want to stroke these
It's
my
a
hands through it.
Strokesies, the hairs
Looks
and
good.
everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
it's
thank
the
you.
longest I've seen in a while.
Is it?
Yeah, I remember when you cut your hair off. Oof,
That was bad.
bad. No, not bad. You just look
No.
like a very small person.
Oh.
Just a very like I could put you in a box
Yeah.
like this big.
I think that's the illusion of the long
Yeah.
hair. It makes me look bigger.
I remember I had this little thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is that?"
When I know, like that's I tried to
It
do
looked good because you look clean, but it was like
not
it's just
me.
not
You're
you.
used to this.
But I mean, like you've seen me with short hair. but
I've seen one
but
photo
you didn't
of
know
you.
me when I had. Like,
I've seen you with
you
like
didn't
a
know me when I
shaggy
had the
haircut.
mop.
I saw a photo of it once.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
We're gonna
But
find it and we're
my
gonna post
other-
it on here.
When my hair grew in a little bit after getting it cut, shortly after that, I posted a picture
I remember.
of it was like you and I side by side because every time we would go out somewhere to like a show or a
Right.
thing, everybody thought we were brothers.
Right. Because we had that was when we
I
had
thi-
the short.
Very
cut.
similar
It
haircut.
was
I
just
don't know
like-
if we look the same. I don't think we do.
I mean,
but
we
I
could
think
look like brothers.
everywhere we went, a lot of people thought like, "Is that your brother?" Like it happened.
see it.
Am I correct on
I
this?
see
Like
it.
it happened
yeah,
a lot.
all the time.
People were like,
Because
"Oh,"
we both had short hair. That was
Right.
right when you cut it, and we
Yeah.
were just like
or they're just like generalizing. Fucking white people are all the same.
that too. I mean, we all do look the same.
My favorite,
honest.
as with long hair, and I'm gonna say this: if you're not a white person, a lot of the times they'll go like, "You look like Kurt Cobain." You picture the person, whoever you want it to be, but
Yeah,
they
you look like Kurt Cobain with brown hair and
Right.
a beard and other
that's
things.
all they
That's
know.
fine.
That's the only white dude with long hair they know. They're like, or it's okay. It's either Kurt Cobain or Jesus. It's one of
Yeah.
the two. Yeah, but I get that anyway.
You look like Jesus too.
A little bit. I don't think I look. I think it's just. You know what drives me crazy with that kind of stuff is that people will always say you look.
I don't
like
even
this."
know what Jesus really looks like, to be honest.
No, I
So.
feel like there's other guys who have the long hair and the beard or facial hair that
It's more of
are
a Jesus.
they look like Jesus.
Right.
I think I don't know who I look like. I don't know. It's just
You look like Michael O'Grady.
there it is.
Podcast
That's
show.
Michael O'Grady podcast and the
It's,
creatives.
uh,
Do you realize
Michael O'Grady
that we've already gone
from Liverpool.
from
Yes,
Liverpool?
the full
That's right.
beat-
Oh,
the
but that's-
full-
Well, you know, you gotta write a song,
That's
and
all.
then when you get in there and you write it, put it on.
Hey, I wrote a song.
Hey.
Oh, Ringo. Hey, that's
Hold on a
great.
minute.
Put it on
Hold
the
on a-
fridge. Put it on the fridge.
I know somebody else who wrote a song.
Who?
There's a gentleman named NickDiiorio.
Say it again.
Nick
Say it
Diorio.
again.
Nick
Say it
Diorio.
again.
Nick Diorio. He wrote a song. It's called Into the Wild.
Sounds Italian.
He says, a little Italian boy, he said, "Hey, I wrote a song called Into the Wild, and I listened to it, and it's quite good."
But he must sound like, in the wild. 'Cause
That's
he's
actually
Italian.
what I thought. No, let's talk
Oh.
about this real quick.
Yes.
By the way, we didn't get to anything.
We just talked for about 40
40 minutes
about
about
nothing.
Nothing. We were going to talk about SAR.
That's what we like to do.
We talked about Bob Dylan. We were going to talk about Jordan McGraw. We'll go back to Jordan McGraw.
We'll get to Jordan McGraw.
There's a good chance if I don't think about it, I might be able to skip another bathroom break because I don't know what the hell I did. It's
Right.
the heat. It's making me sweat. It's
Yeah.
making me got to go pee.
I could pee.
We could do it. But hold on.
Hey.
Wait. Can you
Hi there.
can you not wait?
No, I'm good.
Do you want me to cut this?
No.
I could cut it.
Don't cut it.
Okay.
Stop.
Right.
Don't stop.
Collaborate and
Don't
listen.
stop to get enough. Okay.
Should we talk about the song that
Let's
you
talk
wrote?
about the song.
All right.
'Cause
Here
I'm George.
is
and
the
I don't
song.
like to talk a lot.
George is
George is kinda
like, you know what I mean?
And then Paul's like,
We
we
did the
like,
Beatles
I'm
line.
the drums.
Yeah.
I'm the drummer. John's like, if you just imagine.
We did the Beatles last
did.
time too.
We
It
did,
keeps
did we?
happening. Yeah, we did. We totally did.
We don't have any other.
Yeah. My favorites are listening to. There's those albums where they have like the fuck, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. But I grew up. My dad had all these Beatles CDs, and I would listen to them, and they would be like these outtake sections.
Sex. It's outtake sex.
Outtake sex. You
Oh,
know?
we're having sex. Look at us. It's the Beatles. It's the full Beatles. Yeah, from Liverpool. Yeah, we're having sex. Look at us. Oh, yeah. John, how do you like that?
Wait, they're having sex with each other?
Yeah, I think
Oh
so.
my God, no, but it would be.
I broke O'Grady.
Hold on, no, it would be. Hold on, I gotta do this. It would be like. Ow, it hurts.
It hurts.
It would be right before a take or like at the end of a take.
Right.
They would leave all the bleed-ins of.
I want to. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this.
Oh God, I don't know why. It just made me fucking laugh. It would be. I swear to God, I can do this. I can do this. It would be like they're setting up to do a take of the
Right.
song. Like it would be like yesterday, and you'd hear like Paul strumming like, dun, 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 and he's like, yesterday, and he's like, what's that? Oh, it'll be enough for you. I'm in G. Goes to A minor, D7, and then goes back to yesterday. Want to, and then there's like another one of like John Lennon when he's about to do a take of like Hide Your Love Away when he's
Right.
like 1, 2, 3, whoa, yep, hold on, are you ready? No,
No.
not yet. Hold on, I'm just gonna raise the tip here, and then you hear something like shatter in the background. He goes like, "Poles broke, my glass broke, my glassy broke, my poles broke." Boom, ding, ding. What I do? 1, 2. Are you ready?
You've got to hide your love away.
Yeah, and
One
then
more time.
and then he would go doon chicka
Right.
chicka doon. Here I stand, hand in hand, and then he would go into it. But it was like that whole leading up to
Right.
it, and I heard that as a kid, and I thought that was like the
Funny.
coolest
Cool.
thing. Very, very cool to hear that, like because especially too.
It makes him feel like a real person.
Right, yeah. Well, and also the main thing that it did for me was there was a lot of Beatles songs that I heard like that for the first time.
Right.
So to me,
Same.
they sounded like that. And then you would hear like the original recording, and I was like, this doesn't sound
Right.
This sounds weird.
Right.
Like there were so many songs like that I heard these rough B-sides first.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And I loved it so much that like when I hear the original recording, I'm like, this isn't as good as the rough take.
I'm sure just I don't think I've ever heard that.
Do you see
I
what
mean,
I'm
the
saying?
rough that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of the, my parents started fucking loading me with like Beatles 1.
What's Beatles 1?
It was just that.
Oh,
Beatles
the greatest
1.
the number one.
That
I
was
know
like
what you're-
that was like the one
Mhm.
that I first heard. I was like, oh my God.
I definitely
And,
heard
like,
that as well.
you
Yeah.
know, you would start like all you need is love. At the end of that, you
Yeah.
have Paul screaming like, "She loves you, yeah,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like they're playing off each other's songs,
Yeah.
their own song.
Yeah. I forgot
Because
about that until
every
you brought
song
that
is
up.
So good.
That's at the end of All You Need Is Love?
It's
You
crazy.
hear him
You
going
hear-
off
you hear
in the background.
trumpets
He's like,
and shit.
"She loves you,
Yeah, it's like so good.
I forgot about that. I gotta listen to that again.
It's one of the things that's always stuck with me from Beatles songs. They
Dude,
would
those
incorporate
little things, those little,
incorporate things from
it's
their
like
other
little
songs.
Easter eggs. Yeah, of their own shit.
What?
Yeah, and they all like
fucking does
fought
that?
all the time over songwriting.
Right.
Like John and Paul hated each other. Like, hey, you
And
gotta write
Ringo's
another
like,
little love
"Oh,
song.
please, it's okay.
So-
I'm just the drummer.
just the drummer.
Drummer jokes.
Drummer
Drummer
jokes, yeah.
jokes.
And he's like, I'd like to be. And they're like, we'll give you the song that has the least melody. Like, we'll
Just
give you the-
talk.
we'll
Just talk.
We'll give you the
Ringo.
octopus song. But then again, funny enough, some of their biggest hits are with him singing.
Right.
Little Help with My Friends, which
yeah,
is a
Little
cover.
Help. It's a big one.
And Octopus's Garden, I teach kids.
Yeah.
They all know that song. Every
Yeah.
kid knows that song. It's like
Really?
a big.
That's crazy. That's
They
great.
know that
It's a
song.
very kid song.
It's a very kid-friendly song for sure.
Hey kids,
Yeah.
let's sing Octopus's Garden.
Because they do it like a little dance and
Right.
everything.
Some octopuses.
Yeah, they do like, oh, I'd like to be an octopus or whatever. What was the? Yeah, I don't
They
know.
like to be an octopus.
What was you know what? Have you ever heard of what was it? What was I gonna say? Especially with live recordings. And do you know the song "You're So Vain" by Carly Simon?
Of course.
Okay, my opinion on that song is I heard the live version first. I like the live version
Right.
better than the studio recording.
Right. I think a lot.
Do you have
of
a song like that? Do you have anything you can think of? You're like, oh, the live version kicks way more ass.
Yeah. I mean, first thing that comes to mind because I'm a big metalhead. It's like Iron Maiden came out with an album called Live After Death, which is 1985. So they did Iron Maiden, Killers, Peace of Mind, and then Power Slave, which are their four first albums,
Right.
big albums. And then they did Live After Death, and every song sounded better. It's just I feel like, especially my parents always incorporated a lot of, like, I think we talked about this last time, but I was a huge Yes fan, and
Yeah,
I would just watch all of live Yes videos, Megadeth too, like all live.
Yeah.
There's this Megadeth festival. It's not a Megadeth festival. It was this festival like in 1991, right after Rust in Peace came out, and they did the whole album live. It's fucking unbelievable, like 10 times better. I think.
Did you hear any of this before you heard the studio?
No. Well, that's the thing.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Do you see what I'm saying? That's
right. But I think it's the same kind of thing. It's like if you hear the studio first and then you hear the live, you're like, wow, this is fucking amazing.
Right.
But if you even hear the live first and then hear the studio, I think it's the same effect, because you're hearing the not studio version. I think in your head you're like, oh well,
demoitis.
This is live, so I think as young kids, we don't really even know what that even meaning is.
Yeah.
But hearing the inflections and the different things from a studio album, which is perfect, I think it's a little bit of, if you're listening to some live album as a kid, you're like, wow, this sounds so good. And then you listen to the album after that, you're like, it's missing
something.
This and that. And, it's like, I think it's the live things capture the emotion even better
a little bit
than the studio.
Yeah.
No,
that's a really good point. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And that's what kind of messed me up, which again, I heard this term before in the studio, which was called demoitis.
Right.
Once you hear it one way, your ears get used to it. And when you try to change it, it messes with your ears going, I like the other version better.
Right.
So it's like, I've had that argument with people with You're So Vain, and I go, just as an example, they go, yeah, I know that song. And I go, well, your live version's better. And they go, what do you mean? And then I've played it for them, and they go, I've never heard this. And I go, what do you mean you never heard this?
Well, you can get into Bon Iver.
Yeah, okay.
Their take on,
what did they do?
What's that song?
I don't know too much about it.
I can't help you love me. What is it? The Bonnie Raitt. So Bonnie Raitt did a song. I can't make you love me.
Okay.
Way back in the 90s, and then Bon Iver did it live, and then put it on their album.
Oh.
So you have the live version on YouTube where you can watch it happening, but then you have the album version, which is the same version.
Yeah.
So you have these guys that are just like amazing live, and then that's it. Period.
I didn't know.
So I know there's so much, but for me, I mean, there are bands out there that suck live.
Yeah.
And I was, as we talked about back in 2000s, I was a big, Blink-182, NoFX fan, that punk stuff, and like Blink-182 came out with Mark Thomas Travis Show, which was fucking all of their songs live, and then their stupid discussions in between, which just made it that much better. Just poop, fart, tit jokes. You know what I mean? But the songs, obviously, they had been engineered
poop, fart,
after
tit. I like
poop, fart, tit joke. Shit, piss, funk, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker.
Tits, fart, yeah.
Don't let your daughters watch this.
No.
Anyway. But yeah, I came from, luckily my parents were so well diversed into live and studio stuff. They would most of the time show me live stuff before.
Really?
So, I feel like the studio stuff is like the root of what it is, and the live kind of grows into something even better. That's kind of what I think about live stuff. And there's a lot of bands that aren't that good live. No. Unfortunately.
No.
But I think that's kind of the goal, is like you make something really great in the studio, and then you can make it twice as good live. Given that my uncle played with the Doobie Brothers, my mom sends me all this shit all the time, and like amazing band that everyone knows, and they would turn like, listen to the music into a fucking 20-minute song,
right?
Because they're just fucking having fun, and yeah. Anyways, I have to pee.
All right, well, hold on. Before you do, we will wrap up I will give this.
Let's
like
do part one.
We're gonna do part 1 and part 2.
'Cause
But
this
no,
is a
that
bunch
was
of
that was
bullshitting,
no,
but
no,
yeah.
no, no, no. That was perfect though. That was a good way to like sum up this like basically first hour of everything. I wish we had stronger bladders, but we don't. What we'll get into in the second part, I definitely want to talk to you a little bit more about touring with Jordan McGraw last year, sorry. And then of what's going on with your new single, which it's called Into the Wild by by DiIorio.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
It's just DiIorio.
just DiIorio.
He didn't go the route of Cher or Sting or Madonna. He's going the last name,
And last
DiIorio,
name.
which I think us Italian Irish guys, we're
Kinda works.
O'Grady or DiIorio, whatever.
Actually, I looked on a lot of band names and stuff, and I was like, can I do NickDiiorio? And I looked on Spotify, and there was like, my last name is like common. There's
when
Alex
I first
DiIorio, there's Fuckface DiIorio, and
Yeah.
Shitstorm DiIorio, and stupid bitch face.
but also DiIorio also sounds like an artist name anyway.
It does, and that's
So
kind
that's
of
what's
when I was
kinda-
like,
it's
I
pretty
was
cool.
thinking of artist names, and I had kind of, me and John had kind of run back a couple things, and I was like, you know what, that day that I did the video that I posted and all that stuff to get excited for the song,
Yeah, to promote for the song.
I just was like, DistroKid, I'm gonna fucking do DiIorio, put some fucking crosses in the circles, call it a day.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
there's
think
no
that's
one else
perfect.
named
I think that's all
DiIorio,
you.
and
Yeah,
that's cool.
that's all you got to do.
And honestly, like all my friends back home,
you know how many Michael O'Grady's are out there?
I mean, but even
Yeah.
just O'Grady.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, but
Right.
that's how you can get away with it, and like, but plus
No
where
one
you're,
had-
what you're doing right
Right.
now is going to work.
No one had put just that name out. I was like, that's
see,
cool.
there you go. There you go.
It's cool, and a lot of my friends used to call me that back in the day because we had too many fucking Nicks. And Nick
See?
is boring.
Yeah, I have the same thing with Michael. There's too many mics, so everybody called me O'Grady. Everybody's always
Right.
you call me O'Grady by
Straight up.
natural. I never even had to tell you. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit break here. This is gonna be the wrap of part 1, and we're gonna get into all the fancy. We're gonna stick to
hammering it out.
We're gonna hammer it out on
This
part
is just
2.
just a little
Sorry thing.
catching up.
If you guys get a chance, I'm gonna close this out real quick. Go on Spotify. Go on iTunes.
iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, pretty much any platform you have. It'll be out on YouTube very soon. I have to do that by myself. But
What's the name of the song?
it's called Into the Wild by DiIorio. That's DiIorio.
Yeah.
Like D and Oreo had a baby.
Ooh, there you go. I always thought of it as DiIorio, like we took the Oreo out of the equation.
Like
D.
to DiIorio.
To DiIorio it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck the Oreos.
Yeah, fuck the Oreos. I like that, yeah. Actually, they're the ones who invented the Oreos.
They did.
Anyway, we'll get
Thanks
into
for
all that
them.
later. All right. We're going to take a little bit of break. We'll see you guys on part 2. Bye.
Just run away.